in all the departments. If you see in all the departments, they really harassed Argentina, but I think they should have finished the game off very early. But unfortunate because of the lack of quality inside the box, the game took so long. Otherwise, I think the game should have finished long back. You're on mute.
Ar Argentine goalkeeper also did save a few shots from Spain also.
But I think, yeah, he was good. No, there was he's a good goalkeeper, no doubt about it. He brought that World Cup last year. Last time when they were playing, he was such a fantastic goalkeeper. I don't have any problem in that. But what I'm saying is, the quality there was lacking from Spain inside the box. All that went straight to him. We can say his position was good and all this thing, but not much to no that much we can say about. I think the quality they lacked there. I think they need some little bit more. If you see the Lamine Yamal's first chance, I think it was very sublime. It was very sublime. It was able to be judged very easily. So I think you need some punch there, no, of that quality which Yamal had. He should have done much better there. And in all the other chances they were having, I think they could have done much better so that the game would have been finished early. But it didn't happen. It went into straight into his hand. Also, the free kick you see, like I think the goalkeeper of that standard need to save that. It's not that yeah, it went really an outstanding free kick like that something. So yeah, the goalkeeper was good. Even then, no, like you can see one of the shots, it stumbled from him yesterday. It was not that of element. But I think they lacked that standard. They should have done better in the box. As they were doing better in outside the box. That quality they would have showed inside the box. But later on, like in the last stages, when William came in, then the scenario changed, and the substitutes, they brought in more spark. The substitutions worked very well, and they got that important goal. I think, but the match should not have been dragged so long.
And how do you rate Yamal this final match?
Yeah, like they all know like they were too aggressive on Yamal, and they were on him every time. They know that if they can stop him, half of their job is done. So that's where, and Argentina is a team like that, aggressive team. It doesn't allow, and they didn't give much space. But even then, he showed some sparks here and there. Uh, yeah, that's going to happen. Like any star player, no, when he's being targeted, it's very difficult, very seldom to do. But even then, whenever he get that opportunity, he produced something which created problem for Argentina.
But Messi was much better in, say, in quarterfinal or some other matches. But yesterday, this final match, he was ineffective. Like he did not give all those essays, and he was lacking in something.
See, like if you talk about Messi, such a big player, star player, and we do not talk about him basically. The thing is, like when it comes to Messi, he needs supply. He needs that ball to be played in their half, not in your half. It needs to be played in their half. If you have to see, tell me like uh, how much of balls did Argentina can keep there in their half? That was the question. It didn't happen. No, it was all about Spain and all about Argentina defending. I think there should have been a different strategy. There should have been a different system, which could have surprised Spain rather than playing that same game which has been done. And they were prepared for that. And Spain was prepared, And hats off to them, like they were not afraid about Messi, and they were able to push Cucurella up. No, he went up, and he did his job like what he did in all the other matches. And they were not much concerned about what will happen when the ball comes to Messi and other things. So they played the natural game. Hats off to Spain. At the same time, I think there could have been a different strategy, little bit, what Argentina could have done. They could have surprised Spain by letting their team press up, uh, looking for on 1 versus 1, doing the tight marking, not worrying much about Emiliano. I know that Emiliano is dangerous, but they thought that it's working for them the whole tournament, and they can come back at the last minute. So it didn't work. It doesn't work at some point of time. With some superior teams, it's not easy. It's not easy. Now they do their work consistently. It's a team. It's a team effort. If you can see Spain, you have seen this whole tournament, they work as a team, and they are gelled as a team, and they are younger than Argentina, if you say, and they can run more than Argentina. So in that way, if you see, like they are superior in all aspects. So in keeping the ball, they have not like Messi, but they also have somebody like Messi, like Emiliano is there, who can do some damage to them. So they have that quality in all the departments. So that team can go through the 90 minutes, and they can play the same 90 minutes. They were waiting for them to drop at some point, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen. So that's where Argentina failed. And you need to change it, and you need to have that change. You need to bring that change, but that change was not seen in Argentina. They stick to their same task, and it didn't work. And it is amazing when you see that there is not a single shot in 90 minutes. After that, in the extra time, there was 1 or 2 shots happened, which shows in the stats. But in the 90 minutes, there was not a single shot. I didn't see in most of the World Cup, even the team which has lost, like they would have at least 3 to 4 shots on the target, but Argentina didn't have. That showed like how then how you can expect Messi to flourish. Messi is a player in their box, in their half, not in our half. So you can't expect much of Messi on that way. It's very difficult for Messi. It was a very difficult match.
Okay, Sabirji, you yourself was also a forward. So, who is the best forward like in this World Cup, according to you?
See, like everybody has a different style of things. Everybody has different approach. We cannot stick to one guy. Basically, you say that he is good enough. So uh, if you take it from Messi, you cannot say him as a striker, but he's a playmaker, he's a goal scorer, everything. But if you call strikers, you can see like 3 people stand out basically. Holland is one, and Harry Kane, and then Mbappe. All these three stand out. They stand out as a striker. They have that ability. They can kill the game at any point of time. They had that pace. They had that energy. And Harry Kane at this point, we have to touch that point like what he did. Harry Kane in his years, in his finishing type of career, what he has produced is extraordinary. And bringing England, depending on him, like there was Bellingham, everything. But even then, at the right time, and he was the one to get them to this mark, to the semifinals. So hats off to him. I think we cannot differentiate these people. There are like 3 strikers who stand out, but others are all playmakers. Like basically, if you see like Messi, Emiliano, and William from that side, and there are so many players who make a mark. But if you say who stand out, it's the 3 for me as a striker. Target people who have that quality to get into that striking position and you can finish.
And Shabir, now this is the first World Cup where there are 48 teams from 32. Do you think that the quality has gone down or is almost okay, all right, it's still there?
See, it's like there have not been many bigger upsets, but there have been upsets. There have been upsets. So I think it's a chance. It's a chance. It's a World Cup, and there are like 200 and if I'm not wrong, 210 to 220 countries participating in football, and uh, giving that fair chance for them to, because it's a big occasion. It's a big occasion where you need to where you can showcase your platform. That's there, but but certainly the quality in the initial stages has gone down because it's like 32 means it's a stage where 32 teams come, and then quarterfinal. Every stage you take, the quality improves. Every stage the quality goes up. So you if you are going to increase the team, yes, the quality is going to come. It is tier wise. It's going to come down. It has come down, but it's a fair chance for everybody, I will say.
Any thoughts about a 64 country World Cup, as some people are talking about?
Yeah, like they are going to discuss on that, and they are going to make it. No, it's good for India if you say. If it is going to be 64 teams, then there's fair chance will come. There will be increase of teams from Asia, from smaller countries. That's where you can see that many teams have come. If it is 32, it will be very difficult for the teams like Cape Verde and all these smaller countries which have come and played. They have come because they have increased the numbers, and they felt pride in coming and playing, and that's how it is. And now if it is make 68, then more smaller countries will come, but yes, the standard will not be the same as you see in World Cup, but there will be more chances for the teams to come and play.